This is a Doing Everything Blind Throwback Thursday Flashback. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday afternoon. Thomas here. I know it's been a very long time since I've done a video. I know I haven't done a video since, oh gosh, last summer. I took all my videos down and I decided that I'm going to start fresh, and so I will now be doing videos on a regular basis. But in this particular video, I have my good friend Nikki here, and I'm going to be asking her some questions about her life and her blindness, because she's visually impaired. I'm completely blind. She's visually impaired, and we met on this awesome app called Vorail, spelled Vorail. And do you want to tell everybody about Vorel before we get started with you?
Well, basically, it's an app for blind and visually impaired people to talk.
Yeah.
You can ask questions and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the best way I could describe it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the best way I could describe it is it's like Facebook, except it's all voice, no video. It's all voice. And it's a social networking app for visually impaired and blind people. So that's how Nikki and I met, and we became good friends. And I was actually on her YouTube channel. She interviewed me about my blindness. So I thought, hey, you want to be on my channel, and I can ask you some questions about your life and your blindness. And she said, sure. So here we are. So thank you for being on my channel. And Nikki has a channel of her own that if you want, you can tell them about if you want to. And it's an awesome channel. She's got some awesome videos up there, and she'll give you guys her YouTube channel name at the end of this video. All right, so why don't we start? So let's begin. So you're at the so can you explain to us about your visual impairment?
Yes. I have what's called septo-optic nerve hypoplasia.
Okay.
Basically, my pituitary gland, my thyroid, and my optic nerve were affected.
Okay.
My optic nerve is too small.
Okay.
My pituitary gland doesn't produce enough of the hormones it's supposed to produce.
Okay.
And my thyroid just doesn't function right.
And you were born with vision, right?
Huh?
You were born with vision, right?
Yes.
Okay. So have you ever lost any vision in your life? Uh-oh. Did the call go out? Call might have went out. Uh-oh.
End call button.
You still here? Oh, man.
End call.
Make an audio FaceTime call to Nikki.
Making a FaceTime audio call to Nikki.
Call might have went out. Hey, sorry. I think the call might have went out.
Oh.
We're still rolling, though. We're still recording. I didn't stop it. Anyway,
Okay.
So sorry about that. So you were born with vision, and my next question for you was going to be, have you ever lost any vision?
No.
No. Okay.
Speech on. Stop.
And,
4 minutes. Stop recording video.
You were telling
button.
me earlier.
Speech off.
You were telling me earlier, a few minutes ago, in fact, that you've never had any eye surgeries, right?
Right.
Okay. And all right. So, can you tell us now a little bit about your awesome dog?
Well, Finn is just a pet. He's a golden retriever yellow lab mix.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. And how long have you had Finn?
Screen dim.
Since December.
Okay. So since you're visually impaired, I'm sure our viewers might be wondering, how the heck does she use technology? So could you explain, you know, how you use technology and how it helps you in your everyday life?
Well, I use a portable CCTV. I use voiceover on my iPhone and on my Mac.
Okay. Can you explain what a CCTV is for people who might not know what that is?
Yes. A CCTV is also known as a closed circuit TV. It makes print larger, so that way other visually impaired users and I can read it.
Okay. Alrighty. And how long have you had Finn?
Since December 6th.
Oh, of last year.
Yep.
Okay. Now I know you said he's just a pet, but I mean, does he, has he helped you in a lot of ways in your everyday life?
Well, he he does help with my depression and anxiety.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you have depression and anxiety. I talk in my videos. I before I took them all down, I talked a lot about depression and anxiety because I suffered from real bad 2 years ago. I suffered from I don't have depression, but I dated someone who has depression, and I'm actually friends with someone on Varel who has depression. So I try to help people with who have it, and you know and I had really bad anxiety and really bad panic attacks 2 years ago, and I'm on 3 medications for the anxiety and the panic attacks, and I've been on these 3 medications that I'm on for over a year, and I don't have anxiety anymore, and I don't have panic attacks anymore. But can you tell us, if you don't mind, about when that started and how it started, and what is your anxiety, and like, is it fear based or social anxiety? Do you mind telling us about it? Do you mind?
Well, it's basically I worry about stuff.
Okay. Like, what do you worry about?
Um, like if someone's sick, I worry about them.
Okay. And are
You
you
know.
do you I mean do you are you getting help with that, or
Yeah.
yeah? Okay. And your depression, how did your depression start?
Well, that started back when my grandma passed away.
Oh, okay. And how is it? How is it? Like, for example, are some days better than others, or are most days good days?
Most days are good days.
Okay.
Now.
Well, that's awesome. So, how are you getting help for your anxiety and depression?
Well, I see someone for my depression and anxiety, and I'm on meds for them.
Right. Okay. And so so for the most part, you feel good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty. I hope you didn't mind me asking you about that.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
Okay. So, what would you, for people out there who might be watching this and listening, because of course, we might, of course, anybody, this is a public channel, so anybody can watch
Right.
or listen to these videos, a sighted person or a blind person. So that's why I always say watch or listen. Anyway,
Right.
what would you give people? What advice, if any, would you have for people who may have anxiety, panic attacks, or depression?
If you're not getting help and your symptoms aren't getting better, get help.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, one thing I want to say, from experience, from having anxiety and bad panic attacks, is you guys, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, there is definitely a light at the end of the tunnel.
One thing about anxiety is it will try to rob you of your happiness, and it will try to control you, but you got to overpower it. Maybe it's so will depression. So you have to overpower it by either, everybody does different things, exercising, medication, therapy, whatever it is. But those thoughts, like if you have anxiety and if you have worrying thoughts, I call them worrying thoughts and negative thoughts. That's what I call them. If you're having worrying thoughts and negative thoughts and intrusive thoughts, I mean, yes, they're very annoying, but they can be managed by, like I said, either exercise or medications or meditation too. Everybody's got their own beliefs, on, how they want to manage their, depression and anxiety and panic attacks or whatever they're going through. But,
Exactly.
I did a lot of research on YouTube when I was going through my anxiety and my panic attacks to try to figure out how I could stop this from happening. And unfortunately, I couldn't figure out a way, so I went to go see a psychiatrist, and, he prescribed me, all my medications for my anxiety and my panic attacks. But, like I said, I don't have anxiety anymore, and I don't have panic attacks anymore. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, you guys, and what I would say is there's hope. You might not feel, especially with depression, you might not feel like there's hope, but I promise you, there is hope, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel.
Just never give up.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Personally for me, I never give up on anything. But exactly, she's right. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. That's very important. You might feel like giving up, but I'm here to tell you from my own experiences that there is help for this. And what I would say is if you're suffering from all three of these or one of these or two of these, get the help that you need and get your life back on track, because you deserve happiness in your life.
Yes, you do.
You deserve happiness in your life. You don't deserve to be miserable. You don't deserve to be controlled by anxiety and your negative thoughts and worrying thoughts if you have them. Please, go get the help, and do whatever you need to do to get better.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see. All right, well, I think we covered a lot of stuff, and I want to thank you for...
My channel is Nikki space WUNDERLICH.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, her YouTube channel is a great channel, and do you want to tell them a little bit about what you talk about on your channel a little bit?
I talk about blindness tool.
Right. Cool. Yes, her channel is an awesome channel. Definitely check it out, you guys. Now, another YouTube channel I want to recommend to you guys for you guys who might have depression and anxiety and panic attacks. The YouTube channel is called Depression to Expression. Again, that's Depression to Expression. And that, if you have anxiety, that's the channel for you. If you have panic attacks, that's the channel for you, man. It's a great YouTube channel. Check it out. Again, it's called Depression to Expression, and the guy who does the guy who does the video suffers from anxiety and depression and panic attacks, and he talks about ways for coping with depression and anxiety and panic attacks, and he's just really helpful. And when I was going through what I was going through, I really learned a lot from him about depression, anxiety, and panic attacks, and how to manage it. So it's a really good channel. So that's another channel that you guys should check out. Again, it's called Depression to Expression. Please subscribe to my channel, drop a like, and give this video a thumbs up. Hey, I want to thank you for being on my channel. Thank you so much. And also, thank you so much for having me on your channel as well.
No problem.
Alrighty. Alright guys, thank you. Well guys, thanks for watching this Doing Everything Blind Throwback Thursday Flashback.